from the impossible to reality. Colossal statues touching the heavens, temples rising from the earth in divine magnificence, beacons of light guiding lost souls through darkness. Imagine a time when wonders of the world were not just admired, but worshipped. Across ancient lands, from the sunlit sands of Egypt to the mystic shores of the Aegean, stood monuments so grand, so audacious, they seemed almost otherworldly, crafted not just to impress, but to defy the very laws of nature. They called them the Seven Wonders of the Ancient World. The Great Pyramid, still towering over the ages, the lost hanging gardens, lush with legendary beauty, a colossal statue of Zeus, so divine it filled visitors with fear and awe. These weren't mere structures, they were statements and legends in stone and gold. Most of them are lost to time, leaving behind only whispers, ruins, and questions. Questions about their true grandeur, their mysterious creators, and why they still haunt our imaginations. Today, we step back into that ancient world and journey through time to explore these lost masterpieces, where they came from, and what made them unforgettable. We'll walk the paths of those first Greek travelers who dared to dream and dared to build. We'll uncover the stories, the myths, and the incredible feats of engineering that shaped these wonders. Are you ready to see what the ancients saw? To witness the seven wonders for yourself? Then let's begin with the fun facts. Did you know that the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, built between 353 and 350 BCE for Mausolus, the satrap of Caria, was an architectural marvel that reached approximately 45 meters, 148 feet in height? Designed by the Greek architects Satyrus and Pythias, it uniquely blended Greek, Egyptian, and Lycian styles, featuring intricate sculptures by renowned artists such as Leocharis and Scopas. This fusion of artistry and architecture made the mausoleum a significant cultural landmark that influenced future generations, showcasing the grandeur of ancient creativity. Did you also know that the Colossus of Rhodes was an iconic statue of the sun god Helios? This marvel was erected between 292 and 280 BCE by sculptor Charis of Lindos. Standing at about 33 meters, 108 feet, it celebrated Rhodes' victory over Demetrius and became a symbol of resilience. Though it lasted only 56 years before being toppled by an earthquake in 224 BCE, the statue's ruins remained a popular attraction for over 800 years. It inspired artists and served as a cultural icon throughout history. Did you also know that the Lighthouse of Alexandria, or Pharos, was completed between 285 and 247 BCE and served as a critical navigational aid for ancient sailors, towering over 107 meters, 350 feet? The Pharos was designed in three tiers: a square base, an octagonal middle, and a cylindrical top. This architectural feat featured a flame that illuminated the harbor at night. Though it suffered multiple earthquakes before its destruction in the 15th century, the lighthouse's legacy continues, with the fort of Kite Bay now standing on its former site, built from its ruins. Did also know that the Great Pyramid of Giza, the only surviving wonder, remains an enduring symbol of ancient Egyptian ingenuity? Constructed around 2580 to 2560 BCE, it originally stood at about 146.6 meters, 481 feet, and was made from approximately 2.3 million stone blocks. Amazing, right? But there is more. The Great Pyramid of Giza, precise engineering and alignment with the cardinal points, reflect the civilization's advanced knowledge of geometry and astronomy. These features solidify its status as a testament to human achievement throughout history. Did you also know that the Hanging Gardens of Babylon are shrouded in mystery, with their existence debated by historians? The garden is described as a marvel of tiered terraces filled with lush vegetation. They were said to require advanced irrigation techniques to thrive. If they did exist, the gardens would symbolize the beauty of ancient Babylon and have captivated imaginations for generations, making them a significant cultural icon despite the lack of concrete evidence. Before we jump into the fun facts about the statue of Zeus at Olympia and the temple of Artemis at Ephesus, please pause and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our captivating content. And be sure to like and leave a comment. Thank you for that. Did you know that the statue of Zeus at Olympia, crafted by the renowned sculptor Phidias around 435 BCE, was a monumental representation of the king of the Greek gods, standing approximately 12 meters, 39 feet tall. Housed in the temple of Zeus at Olympia, the statue drew visitors who marveled at its divine grandeur. Unfortunately, it was moved to Constantinople and ultimately destroyed in a fire, highlighting the vulnerability of even the most celebrated human creations. Lastly, did you know that the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, completed around 550 BCE, was one of the largest temples of the ancient world, featuring 127 towering columns? The temple was dedicated to the goddess Artemis. It served as a vital religious and cultural center, attracting pilgrims who admired its exquisite sculptures. Though only ruins remain today, the temple is remembered as a symbol of ancient architectural achievement and devotion. It reflects humanity's quest for beauty and significance throughout history. Together, let's now uncover the mysteries of the past and celebrate the wonders that have shaped our world. Let us jump to the first ancient wonder of the world. Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the only remaining wonder of the ancient world. The pyramid is a monumental achievement that has stood for nearly 4,500 years. It defies time and retains its place as a marvel of architectural genius and human ingenuity. Built around 2560 BCE during the 4th dynasty of Egypt, the pyramid was commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, to serve as his tomb. This colossal marvel is situated on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile River. This massive structure originally soared to a height of about 147 meters, 482 feet, making it the tallest human-made structure on Earth for close to 4,000 years, a record that remained unbroken until the construction of the Lincoln Cathedral in England in the 14th century. Today, due to natural erosion and the loss of its outer casing stones, the pyramid stands slightly shorter at 138 meters, 451 feet. Yet it remains a testament to the Egyptians' architectural prowess and their sophisticated understanding of mathematics, physics, and logistics. It is fascinating that the construction of the Great Pyramid took over a 20-year to complete. This is since the Great Pyramid's design and building required a level of planning and labor-intensive effort that historians and engineers still find remarkable. Approximately 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons, were cut, transported, and meticulously placed to construct this awe-inspiring edifice. The immense stones were sourced from quarries nearby and as far away as Aswan, about 800 kilometers to the south. Transporting these materials was a monumental logistical feat. Theories suggest that the stones were transported along the Nile during the flood season and then moved across carefully crafted ramps and levers that allowed workers to position each block precisely. This precise planning is further demonstrated in the pyramid's base, which measures about 230 meters, 756 feet on each side, with an almost flawless square alignment. The pyramid's near-perfect alignment to the true north also demonstrates an advanced understanding of astronomy by the ancient Egyptians, who likely relied on the North Star for orientation. Originally, the Great Pyramid was encased in smooth, white Tura limestone, which would have given it a brilliant sheen in the sunlight, a stark contrast to the weathered stones visible today. The casing stones, cut to fit together seamlessly, were eventually stripped away over centuries and repurposed for other building projects in Cairo. Yet small remnants of these stones can still be seen at the pyramid's base. With the casing, the pyramid would have been a breathtaking sight. It would appear as a gleaming beacon under the Egyptian sun. Inside, the craftsmanship continues to astound. The king's chamber, built with massive blocks of granite weighing up to 80 tons, is positioned within the core of the structure. Narrow shafts from the chamber extend outward, traditionally thought to serve as passageways for Khufu's spirit to ascend toward the heavens, embodying the Egyptians' beliefs in the afterlife and the divine nature of their rulers. The Great Pyramid is more than a tomb. It is a marvel of human ingenuity, a symbol of the pharaoh's absolute power, and a testament to the religious and cultural beliefs of ancient Egyptian society. Its construction is a subject of fascination and mystery, sparking both scholarly research and popular theories on the techniques employed. While some theories suggest ramps of various designs, straight, zigzag, or circular, facilitated construction, more consensus is needed, and the debate continues to fuel interest in the structure. Regardless of how it was built, the pyramid's endurance speaks volumes about the skill and dedication of the thousands of workers, most of whom were not slaves as once believed, but skilled laborers and artisans who took pride in their work for the pharaoh and the gods. In every respect, the Great Pyramid of Giza represents the zenith of ancient Egyptian civilization. It serves as a reminder of the lengths to which humanity has always been willing to go to leave its mark. Its survival against the odds, a witness to wars, natural disasters, and millennia of change, cements its position as a true wonder of the world and an eternal symbol of human aspiration and achievement. Today, as millions of visitors from around the world come to behold its grandeur, the Great Pyramid remains a source of awe, inviting us to ponder not only the technological accomplishments of ancient Egyptians, but also their profound reverence for life, death, and the universe. As we admire the Great Pyramid of Giza, it's intriguing to ponder, could the ancient Egyptians have ever imagined a garden so lush and breathtaking that it would rival their monumental tomb? Now, let's journey to the second ancient wonder of the world, the legendary Hanging Gardens of Babylon. This is where beauty and engineering supposedly intertwined to create an oasis in the heart of the ancient world. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, long celebrated as one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, is a renowned phenomenon shrouded in mystery, historical debate, and captivating stories of ancient work. Despite centuries of fascination, concrete evidence of the garden's existence remains elusive, making it one of history's most intriguing architectural enigmas. Traditionally attributed to King Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylonia, who reigned from 605 to 562 BCE, the gardens are thought to have been built as a grand gesture of love for his wife, Queen Amytis of Media. The queen, reportedly longing for the verdant mountains of her homeland, inspired Nebuchadnezzar to create an artificial paradise of lush vegetation, cascading terraces, and seemingly floating landscapes that mimicked the natural beauty of the Median Mountains. Contemporary accounts from Greek historians such as Strabo and Diodorus Siculus describe the gardens as a series of ascending terraces, lavishly adorned with flowering plants, exotic trees, and fragrant shrubs, nourished by an ingenious self-watering system. The architectural ingenuity required for such a feat, particularly in the arid climate of Mesopotamia, has led scholars to consider the possibility that the gardens may have utilized a sophisticated irrigation system, such as a chain pump or an Archimedes screw, to elevate water from the Euphrates River to the terraced plants. A system so advanced that it would have been remarkable even by today's standards. While these ancient accounts provide tantalizing descriptions of a garden oasis unlike any seen before, the absence of definitive archaeological evidence in Babylon itself has raised questions about the actual location and origin of the Hanging Gardens. Notably, Herodotus, one of the most famous Greek historians, does not mention the gardens in his extensive accounts of Babylon. This fuels speculation that they might not have existed in Babylon at all. This theory gained significant momentum through the work of Oxford University Assyriologist Stephanie Daly, who suggests that the gardens were, in fact, constructed by the Assyrian king Sennacherib in Nineveh, an ancient city located hundreds of miles to the north in what is now modern-day Iraq. Daly's hypothesis is based on reinterpretations of Akkadian inscriptions that seem to suggest Sennacherib's Nineveh was known as the New Babylon, following the Assyrian conquest of the region in the 7th century BCE. Supporting this theory are archaeological findings around Nineveh, including remnants of vast aqueducts and water systems that could have supported the kind of complex irrigation required to maintain such expansive and elevated gardens. Unlike Babylon, where no physical remains of the gardens have been found, Nineveh reveals traces of advanced engineering systems, potentially corroborating descriptions of the fabled gardens. Further adding to the allure and mystery of the Hanging Gardens is the historical blending of fact, myth, and cultural identity. The gardens are sometimes referred to as the Gardens of Semiramis, a mythical Assyrian queen, due to a conflation of Mesopotamian legends over the centuries. Whether built by Nebuchadnezzar or Sennacherib, or if they existed at all, the gardens have continued to captivate the imagination due to their exceptional scale, beauty, and the remarkable technology that would have been required for their creation. In essence, they were not merely a collection of plants, but a symbol of power, luxury, and the capacity of ancient civilizations to transform nature in ways that defy comprehension even today. Ultimately, whatever their true origin, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon remain a quintessential wonder, symbolizing human aspiration, creativity, and the enduring allure of one of the greatest legends of the ancient world. While earthquakes in the 1st century CE are believed to have contributed to the garden's destruction, their memory lives on, inspiring continued research, fascination, and the hope that one day, more definitive evidence may emerge to shed light on their existence and legacy. Moving on, let us explore the third wonder of ancient world, the statue of Zeus. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, created by the esteemed ancient Greek sculptor Phidias in the 5th century BCE, was an extraordinary tribute to Zeus, the king of the Greek gods. The statue was housed within the Temple of Zeus in Olympia, Greece. This statue was celebrated not only as a wonder of the ancient world, but as a pinnacle of Greek artistry and religious devotion. Standing approximately 12 meters, nearly 40 feet tall, this imposing figure of Zeus was crafted from an exquisite blend of ivory and gold, rendering an almost divine glow to the god's majestic form. Zeus was depicted seated on a throne that was adorned with intricate detailing, including inlays of gold, ivory, ebony, and precious stones, which further highlighted the reverence held for him by the people of Greece. In Zeus's right hand, he had a small statue of Nike, the winged goddess of victory, symbolizing triumph and divine favor, while his left hand gripped a scepter topped by an eagle, a representation of his power and dominance. Phidias's attention to proportion and detail was such that visitors often commented on how Zeus's immense size filled the temple, leading to a famous notion that if Zeus ever stood up, he would break through the temple roof, a testament to the awe and wonder this statue inspired. Beyond its visual grandeur, the statue of Zeus also demonstrated the advanced technical and artistic skills of the time. Inside the temple, a shallow pool of olive oil sat in front of the statue, likely intended as a means of preserving the delicate ivory and maintaining humidity levels to prevent cracking in the often dry climate. The sheer scale and richness of materials required for its construction suggest not only the skill but also the immense resources dedicated to its creation, underlining the cultural importance of both Zeus and Olympia as a site of pilgrimage and devotion. Over the centuries, the statue became a symbol of Greek cultural identity and religious faith. It drew admirers from across the ancient world. However, this reverence did not guarantee its preservation. The statue's fate was ultimately shaped by the unpredictable hands of time and human conflict. When the Roman Emperor Caligula sought to relocate it to Rome, with plans to substitute Zeus's head with his likeness, the statue was spared only by the emperor's untimely death in 41 CE. Later, however, it was reportedly moved to Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, where it was tragically destroyed in a fire in the 5th century CE. This marked the tragic end of one of antiquity's greatest masterpieces. Today, only written accounts and artistic depictions of the statue remain. Still, these are enough to continue the legacy of Phidias's work and remind the world of the ancient Greeks' devotion to their gods and the wonders they created in their honor. As we leave behind the statue of Zeus, a question lingers. What monument could possibly match the splendor of this divine figure? The answer awaits us in the Temple of Artemis, an architectural masterpiece dedicated to the goddess of the hunt and nature, standing as a testament to ancient devotion and artistic vision. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, located in what is now Western Turkey, was one of the most magnificent architectural achievements of the ancient world. It was revered not only as a place of worship dedicated to the Greek goddess Artemis, but also as an iconic example of grandeur and beauty. Originally built to honor Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and nature, the temple underwent several periods of destruction and reconstruction, which only served to increase its legendary status. The earliest iteration of the temple dates back to the 7th century BCE, but this structure was destroyed by a flood, prompting a larger and more ornate rebuilding effort in the 6th century BCE. This restoration was significantly funded by King Colossus of Lydia, who contributed substantial resources to ensure its magnificence. The new temple, completed around 550 BCE, measured approximately 115 meters in length and 55 meters in width, and featured an astonishing 127 Ionic columns, each standing around 18 meters 60 feet tall. This remarkable scale and architectural design earned it immense admiration. Indeed, it became one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world due to its sheer size, the beauty of its columned facade, and its decorated sculptures and reliefs. Despite its splendor, the temple faced numerous challenges to its survival, with perhaps the most infamous event occurring in 356 BCE when Herodotus, a man seeking to secure his name in history, deliberately set fire to the structure. Herodotus's destructive act is one of the earliest examples of cultural vandalism, and the Ephesians attempted to erase his name from records as punishment through a practice known as damnatio memoriae, which sought to prevent any fame resulting from such a destructive act. Nevertheless, history remembers his deed, which paradoxically did indeed bring him the fame he desired. Following this arson, the temple was reconstructed once again on an even grander scale, embodying the commitment of the people of Ephesus to restore this iconic symbol of their devotion to Artemis and Greek culture as a whole. The final version of the Temple of Artemis that emerged was considered so magnificent that Antipater of Sidon, an ancient Greek poet and writer, noted it as the most remarkable among the wonders, surpassing the other monumental creations of the time. Antipater famously wrote that the temple mounted to the clouds, a testament to its towering columns and its awe-inspiring presence that seemed almost otherworldly, compelling even the most seasoned travelers to marvel at its grandeur. In its later years, the temple faced additional threats, notably from changing social and religious landscapes. With the spread of Christianity throughout the Roman Empire, the cult of Artemis fell out of favor, and the temple's status as a place of worship gradually diminished. Ultimately, the structure was left to decay and was later dismantled by various groups over the centuries. By the 5th century CE, with the establishment of Christianity as the dominant religion, the temple was permanently abandoned and its stonework repurposed for other buildings and projects. Today, only scattered remnants remain of the once mighty Temple of Artemis, though its legacy as a wonder of the ancient world lives on through the writings of historians, poets, and travelers who were captivated by its scale and splendor. The tale of the Temple of Artemis is thus one not only of architectural and cultural significance, but also of resilience, illustrating the determination of ancient societies to rebuild and honor their deities despite adversity. As we imagine the wits of the ancient worlds, our path now leads us to the quiet yet monumental mausoleum of Halicarnassus. In this place, eternity is sculpted into every surface, a tribute to a love so profound it transformed a tomb into an enduring ancient world wonder. The mausoleum of Halicarnassus is the 5th wonder of the world and one of the most remarkable structures of the ancient world. It was a monumental tomb built between 353 and 350 BCE in honor of Mausolus, a satrap of the Persian Empire, and his wife and sister, Artemisia II of Caria. The mausoleum was designed by the talented Greek architects Satyrus and Pythis. This architectural marvel stood at approximately 41 meters, 135 feet high. It showcased an impressive fusion of Greek, Egyptian, and Lycian architectural styles, reflecting the cultural melting pot of Halicarnassus, located in what is now Bodrum, Turkey. The mausoleum was elaborately adorned with intricate exterior carvings and celebrated works of art, making it not only a resting place for the deceased but also a tribute to the artistic achievements of its time. The 4 sides of the structure were decorated with stunning sculptural reliefs created by 4 renowned Greek sculptors, Leochares, Bryaxis, Scopas, and Timotheus, each contributing their expertise to enhance the mausoleum's grandeur. This remarkable ensemble of artistry was meant to immortalize Mausolus and Artemisia II, but it also served as a testament to the skill and creativity of the artisans involved, who viewed their work as more than just a tomb. It was a legacy of their artistic prowess. After Mausolus's death, Artemisia II took on the responsibility of completing the mausoleum, but she, too, passed away before the monument was finished. Despite this, the architects and sculptors, honoring their dedication and recognizing the significance of the project, agreed to complete the work, which ultimately became one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The mausoleum was not just a burial site. It embodied the grandeur of Hellenistic architecture and the reverence held for the deceased, much like the monumental pyramids of Egypt that served a similar purpose. Its stature and intricate design captivated visitors and established Halicarnassus as a center of cultural and artistic innovation in the ancient world. Remarkably, the mausoleum of Halicarnassus withstood numerous challenges over the centuries, including a raid by Alexander the Great, who sought its treasures. Yet it ultimately succumbed to the forces of nature. A series of devastating earthquakes in the 15th century caused the structure to collapse, leaving behind only a few scattered fragments of its once mighty foundation. Today, the remnants of the mausoleum serve as a poignant reminder of the artistic and architectural achievements of ancient civilizations. In contrast, the term mausoleum itself has come to signify grand tombs in memory of the dead, forever linking the legacy of Mausolus and Artemisia II to the annals of history. The mausoleum of Halicarnassus stands as a symbol of human creativity and the enduring desire to commemorate loved ones, transcending time and cultural boundaries, and continues to inspire awe and admiration for the rich heritage of the ancient world. From the quiet halls of memory, we move toward a monument that bridged land, sea, and sky. The Colossus of Rhodes, a towering guardian of the harbor that stood not only as a feat of engineering, but as a bold symbol of the city's triumph and pride, welcoming all who approached its shores. Colossus of Rhodes. This 6th wonder of ancient world was an iconic symbol of ancient ingenuity and artistic achievement. The marvel stood proudly on the island of Rhodes in the eastern Aegean Sea. Here, it greeted visitors as a monumental tribute to the sun god Helios. Erected between 292 and 280 BCE by the skilled sculptor Chares of Lindos, this massive statue was approximately 33 meters, 105 to 110 feet tall, making it one of the tallest statues of the ancient world and a fitting victory monument commemorating the triumph over Demetrius's invading forces in 304 BCE. The construction of the Colossus took about 12 years, highlighting the remarkable dedication and craftsmanship of Chares and his team. This group skillfully sculpted the statue from bronze plates over an iron framework, creating a grand representation of the sun god that was as much an engineering marvel as it was a work of art. The statue depicted Helios standing with a radiant crown and a proud demeanor, symbolizing not only the strength of the Rhodians, but also their devotion to the deities they revered. Its sheer size and magnificence quickly made it one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, captivating the imagination of both locals and travelers alike. However, the Colossus was not destined to stand for eternity. Nearly 56 years after its completion, a catastrophic earthquake struck in 224 BCE, causing the statue to snap at the knees and crash to the ground. This untimely destruction left behind a spectacular yet tragic ruin. Despite its destruction, the remnants of the Colossus became an enduring attraction for over 800 years, drawing visitors who marveled at the colossal pieces that remained scattered across the island, serving as a testament to the statue's original magnificence and the advanced techniques employed in its construction. The remains of the statue were left in situ until the Arab invasion of 654 CE, when the invaders dismantled the remnants to extract bronze, reportedly using 900 camels to transport the metal back to their territories. The image of the Colossus of Rhodes became ingrained in the local culture and was even depicted on coins, reinforcing its status as a symbol of pride for the Rhodian people. In the annals of history, the Colossus of Rhodes not only exemplified the artistic and engineering prowess of the Hellenistic period, but also embodied the cultural significance of monumental sculptures in the ancient world, where they served to inspire awe and instill a sense of identity among the communities that created them. Today, while the statue itself has long since vanished, its legacy endures, reminding us of the human capacity for creativity, resilience, and the desire to commemorate triumphs in the face of adversity. The Colossus of Rhodes remains a continuing symbol of both the achievements of ancient civilizations and the transient nature of human endeavors. It stands as a poignant reminder of how even the grandest creations can succumb to the forces of nature, yet their impact can echo throughout history. As we depart from the towering presence of the Colossus, let us tour the final, seventh wonder of ancient world, the legendary Lighthouse of Alexandria. Rising from the coast of Egypt, this beacon of light guided sailors through treacherous waters, marking the city's harbor with its brilliance and ingenuity. More than just a lighthouse, the Pharos symbolized Alexandria's role as a gateway to knowledge and discovery, illuminating the path for those venturing across the Mediterranean. The Lighthouse of Alexandria stands as a monumental testament to ancient engineering and architectural brilliance, often celebrated as one of the most remarkable achievements of the ancient world. Completed between 285 and 247 BCE under the reign of Ptolemy II, this iconic structure was situated on Pharos. This small island served as a natural harbor for the bustling city of Alexandria, which was referred to as Kemet by its indigenous inhabitants. Standing at an impressive height of over 107 meters, approximately 350 feet, the lighthouse was not only a navigational aid for sailors traversing the treacherous waters along the Egyptian coast, but also an enduring symbol of the city's wealth and technological prowess. The lighthouse was constructed in three distinct architectural tiers, featuring a robust square base that provided a stable foundation, an octagonal middle section that created an elegant transition, and a cylindrical top that culminated in a striking beacon. This sophisticated design not only showcased the ingenuity of its architect, Sostratus of Cnidus, but also demonstrated the principles of engineering that would influence lighthouse construction for centuries to come. At the apex of the lighthouse, a large mirror was installed, which was capable of reflecting sunlight during the day and served to guide ships by night when a large fire was lit, creating a beacon visible for miles. This innovative use of light made the Pharos an essential landmark for navigators and a vital element in the maritime safety of the Mediterranean region. The significance of the lighthouse extended beyond its practical function. It also became a cultural symbol of Alexandria, embodying the city's role as a center of trade, knowledge, and cultural exchange in the ancient world. Despite its splendor, the Lighthouse of Alexandria faced the ravages of time, enduring significant damage from a series of earthquakes in 965, 1303, and 1323 CE. Each seismic event took its toll, contributing to the gradual decline of this architectural marvel, until it ultimately disappeared by 1480 CE, when it was completely dismantled, and much of its stone was repurposed for the construction of the nearby Fort Cape Bay. Today, visitors to the site are met with the remnants of this fort, which serves as a poignant reminder of the lighthouse's storied past and its significance in the history of Alexandria. The legacy of the Lighthouse of Alexandria endures not only in its historical context as the last of the seven wonders of the ancient world, but also in its continued influence on lighthouse design and construction throughout history. It inspires countless structures designed to guide sailors home. Its story reflects the ingenuity of the ancient world, as it illustrates how humans have always sought to conquer nature's challenges and serve as a lasting symbol of the aspirations and achievements of those who came before us. We have come to the end of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Thank you for watching the legacy of the seven wonders that endures as a testament to humanity's insatiable quest for knowledge, creativity, and architectural innovation. The original compilation of the ancient wonders was first chronicled by Antipater of Sidon and Philo of Byzantium. This creation has inspired countless interpretations and adaptations across cultures and eras, highlighting the impact of these monumental structures on the collective imagination of civilization. As societies evolved, so too did their definitions of wonder. In the 2nd century CE, the Colosseum of Rome, a remarkable feat of engineering and a symbol of imperial grandeur, was embraced by the Roman poet Martial. It reflected the cultural values and achievements of his time. The influence of the wonders extended beyond their geographical origins, as later scholars and writers, including Christian theologians like Gregory of Tours in the 6th century CE, incorporated their interpretations into the canon, adding religious and cultural landmarks such as the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem and even the mythological Noah's Ark. This trend of reinterpretation continued into the 19th and 20th centuries, as new lists emerged that included structures such as the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul and the Great Wall of China, which were celebrated not just for their magnificence, but for their historical significance and cultural context, leading to the recognition of the 7 wonders of the medieval world and the 7 wonders of the natural world, which spotlighted awe-inspiring phenomena like Mount Everest and the Grand Canyon. Each iteration of these lists serves to connect modern audiences with the past, reminding us of our shared heritage and the extraordinary feats that human beings have accomplished throughout history. As we reflect on these wonders, we recognize that they are not merely relics of bygone eras, but living symbols of our capacity to dream, create, and inspire future generations. If you have enjoyed this video of the remarkable wonders that have shaped our world, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. You will be among the first to access our latest content as we continue to delve into history, culture, travel, and the marvels of human achievement. Also, don't forget to like and comment as this helps our community grow. Please share your thoughts with us on what we should address next. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to embarking on this journey of discovery together. Thank you.